Man, I cannot wait until the day when Shiba Inu coin rips up once again. Now, in the meantime, we're dealing with a lot of resistance and a lot of support around this 1,000 point per coin mark, and we've got to get through it. Now, the good news is we've had a lot of positive catalysts, but the bad news is they haven't really done much to the price. We've got a government deal that is sort of alleviating the shutdown, at least on a temporary basis. We've got trade deals between the United States and China. We've got lower interest rates. All of these are supposed to be mega catalysts, but the price action is not moving. Now, we'll talk a little bit about that because I do believe it has a lot to do with the overall fear that is dictating the market right now. But we're also going to be focusing on some derivatives markets taking off specifically for Shiba Inu coin and what it could mean for the price. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, before we jump into this article, I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I know it's not on Claybro, it's on Claybro Clips here, and if you could subscribe, thank you very much for that. I'm going to be as consistent as possible on both channels, but I can't post on the other one until maybe December 5th, right? YouTube gave me 2 strikes. They won't explain why, and third strike, you're out. You lose your channel forever, so not happening, and with YouTube being weird, it's going to get even weirder. Okay, so I want to bring it to everybody's attention that starting November 17th, YouTube is taking a very strange stance on digital assets and cryptocurrency. It says their cryptocurrency currently prohibits content that promotes harmful or dangerous activities. All right, but recent changes, effective on November 17th, that's only a couple days away now, will also expand the definition of prohibited gaming content to include digital assets. So this is very interesting. I know this is not a gaming channel, but if digital assets are considered prohibited, it's going to be very weird how they handle cryptocurrency trading, and so on. Which is why I want to be 100% explicit when I say the intent and purpose of this video is not to encourage you to go do something that YouTube doesn't want you to do. It is simply to inform you of everything. That's why we post, guys, 2-3 times a day. Of everything that is going on in specific cryptocurrency communities so that you can be well informed and make your own decisions. Now, with that, we will talk about prices. We will talk about values. We will talk about the movement of these assets. And as such, I want you to be aware that it is still informational. What you choose to do with that is completely up to you. And I know this is going to get annoying with me saying this over and over and over again. Yes, it's to protect the channel, absolutely. But at the same time, it's simply to inform you, right? You're an adult. You make your own decisions. And the more information you have, the better decisions you can make. So with that, thank you for dealing with the disclaimer and all of it. But let's talk about Shiba Inu coin of this derivatives market here. It says Shiba Inu coin's derivatives market are heating up with rising open interest. CoinGlass data shows that Shiba Inu coin derivatives market is heating up with open interest rising as much as 15% a couple of days ago. This indicates that traders are again betting on a significant price movement from the foremost meme coin. Notably, Shiba Inu coin broke up above the 1,000 point per coin psychological level amid this rising open interest. Now, open interest is simply how many positions are open in the futures market, right? The derivatives market. Not going out and buying spot, but people going out and buying potentially, because you don't have to buy on leverage, but buying on leverage as well. Now, further CoinGlass data shows that the long-short ratio is 0.9, indicating that most traders are betting on Shiba Inu coin price surge than a price decline. Meanwhile, this development comes as the crypto market rebounds from last week's crash, which saw Bitcoin below $100,000, dragging Shiba Inu coin and altcoins down with it. And since then, Shiba Inu coin is up about 8%. Fundamentals, such as the application for a Shiba Inu coin ETF, have also sparked a rebound in the Shiba Inu coin price. So I don't know, I believe it was, oh my gosh, T-Row, is that who it was now? That applied for essentially a basket ETF that includes Shiba Inu coin. Guys, we've been talking about this for years now, okay? There will be a time when cryptocurrency is so intermingled with traditional finance that everybody will have access to it. And ETFs are one of the ways that people will be able to go out and invest in crypto without having to own a wallet and so on. Now me, I prefer my wallet, my keys, my crypto, all that good stuff. But to the traditional investor who wants exposure to Bitcoin or altcoins or meme coins, ETFs traded on the stock market can be the route that they would go. So the more demand potential, the more potential for a higher price, which is why so many people get excited about these ETFs. Now, from a technical perspective, Shiba Inu coin is slowly accumulating and forming a bullish pattern. They added that once it breaks out of this low range, it will go higher. Now, of course, that is hopeful. I do hope that Shiba Inu coin is able to break out of this range. But as you can see, it is testing support as opposed to testing resistance. Before things really get bullish, we need to not just test resistance, but break resistance as well. So Shiba Inu coin is being under heavy pressure at the moment, and I believe that it has everything to do with the fear in the market. But because of that, I buy when others are fearful, and I sell when others are greedy. So if you're interested in buying or selling or trading cryptocurrency, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is not a recommendation for you to use this exchange, absolutely not. But if you want to, some of the reasons I use it, best selection of crypto I found in the United States is available on KCEX, and fees. All right, especially if you're trading derivatives or futures here, 0% maker, 0% taker on all meme coins, altcoins, and Bitcoin, 0.01% taker. So just check the fees out before you guys go make that trade. Links for everything down in the description and the pinned comment. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.